Looks like they got a countdown of 4 minutes going on the clock now.
Okay.
It's nice to get to play these bigger schools here in the Jamboree.
Yeah, I saw Carl Junction is playing Lamar, Carthage and Lamar. This is a nice mix for us of some different levels.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joplin likes it so they can get some JV minutes also, or at least deep into their bench. Maybe not actually JV, but
Yeah, I think last year the first quarter, basically the starters played, and then the second quarter was just all either the bench players or probably not JV, probably just all the bench players played in the second quarter against us anyway.
yeah. All right, since they have the building sound, I'm gonna mute it again so we don't get copyrighted.
Sure.
All right, we have audio. We are ready to go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are here for the opening Jamboree for the boys high school basketball, hosted by Joplin. We have East Newton against New Heights. Then New Heights will take on Joplin over in the Kaminsky Gym, and then back here to close it out with Nevada. Got the 4 seniors and the junior Broderick Burns in the starting lineup tonight for the Cougars. Opening tip. Violation redo tip.
Boy, they
Aggressive tip.
didn't throw it very high.
Patriots have the first possession. Baseline drive, Burns from behind, gets called for the foul. 2 shots for the Patriots.
Playing man, actually.
Misses them both. Oh, offensive rebound by the Patriots. And they put it in for the first 2 points of the Jamboree. James Smith on the sideline draws the foul against the Patriots. Throw in for the Cougars.
Jaden Smith throw the ball in here.
Into Burns, to the basket, tough finish. Tied at 2. Half-court offense for the Patriots. Cannon Miller defending.
Nice to see Cougars playing a little bit of man. Coach didn't know how much they would play man this year again.
All the way to the basket, tough finish off the glass. Miller up to Schumacher. Reset to the top on Burns. Pass stolen away by the Patriots. And all the way in for 2 more. Burns pushing through the middle. All the way to the basket. And gets the roll. Timeout for the Patriots. They didn't like that coast-to-coast drive by Burns.
Got to be a little more careful with their passes there. Broderick got just a little bit lazy with his pass over to the wing when they tried to run their offense and let it stolen all the way to the other end.
Yeah, I don't like that pass from the top to the wide wing. That pass really needs to come to the high wing because it's just such an obvious passing steal lane. There's no penalty for going for that diagonal steal.
Right.
Really got to dribble towards that pass, force the defender to commit to you, and then kick it. All right, back to the action. Burns defending up top. Dribble drive action into the paint. Left hand, good finish by the Patriots. Burns looking for Stanton, falls to Schumacher. Schumacher to the basket, finishes short. And
it's a good drive, good look.
Burns with a defensive rebound. Tough look up ahead. Smith able to save it, but the Patriots steal.
Yeah, just a little bit too far lead to Smith.
Ball screen action. Schumacher fights through it. Swung over to the near side. Burns picks up the help. Back up to the top. Dribble action. Baseline drive, or wing drive really, and foul called on the shot, I believe.
Yeah, I think they like trying to get him ISO'd to drive, and was trying to think, was it number 2 or number 12, I'm sorry, was the other kid that drove? Sorry, we don't have programs, so we don't have names or anything, so for the other team.
All right, makes the second free throw, 9-4 the score. We'll play 2 quarters, 2 8-minute quarters before switching to the next opponent. Burns at the elbow, kicks it back to Miller for 3, and he got it.
Nice play.
Burns defending, forcing him baseline. Action back to the middle. Pass to the near side wing.
Ooh, might have got away with a walk there.
Dangerous pass, able to keep it in. Cougars again defending in man. Ball screen action. Pass to the right side. Dribble drive action to the top. Pass to the left wing, long three, and he makes it. Patriots answer on the three, 12-7 the score. Stanton up ahead, backdoor by Smith, out to Schumacher for the corner three.
Good look again.
Rebound pulled down by Stanton, by the Patriots. Tough finish layup by the Patriots at the basket. Stanton up to Schumacher. Back to Stanton for three, and he got it. Long three, front rim, Stanton's there for the rebound. Slows it down, finds Burns down low. Burns able to come down with it and finish with the left.
Nice job, good pump fake, way to take it up. Good look by Stanton to get that up. Burns went up high to get it. Go over the outstretched hands to the defender.
You can definitely see the difference in the style of play. Patriots get it and they walk it up court.
Yeah.
They pass it around, almost bore you to death. And the Cougars are trying to get, within 8 seconds, get in the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, shot clock wouldn't be a problem for us. But that's always been our style the last 2 or 3 years, is transition. Quick as we can, get stuff moving, get into the lull is what always killed us, walking it up or slowing it down into an offense. And with Coach Harrell, I don't see that changing. I think the transition offense is going to be our main deal. And I think, just talking with my son, it sounds like they're going to get into a lot of more pressure defenses where they're going to try to get turnovers at the top like we used to a lot of pressing, stuff like that.
Yeah, you see they've already burned 2 timeouts, the Patriots both times on a transition basket by the Cougars. And Cougars have the ability to score in spurts because of that. The momentum caused by transition offense can really score in a hurry. All right, back to the action. Some subs in the game. Freshman Nolan Stanton and Cam Marions in the game. Connor Perry, the junior, also in. And then Hunter Marsh. Burns stays in the game. Down low. Reverse layup attempt comes up short, and Perry pulls down the rebound.
Oh, it's a good thought, but he waited too long to do it.
Dangerous pass inside. Patriots keep possession. Hunter Marsh pulls down the rebound, finds Burns to outlet. Over to Stanton into the corner for Marions. Marions dribbles back up to the wing. High to Stanton, over to Burns. Burns picks up his dribble, kicks it back to Marions. Over to Stanton on the left wing. To Perry on the flash. High-low attempt and stolen away. That two possessions in a row, the entry inside gets stolen without a shot.
Yeah, we've got a true big in there now, and we're trying to kind of feed it in and work that around all right.
Foul called on Burns. They're just tracking team fouls, but they will report the fouls to the table. Inbound by the Patriots into the corner. Perry defending. Will stay Patriots ball. Cougars able to rip the ball away. Three-point shot, in and out. Offensive rebound by the Patriots. Kick back up to the top for another three, and he got it this time.
Yep.
Offensive rebound three-pointer. That's the way you draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Get that offensive rebound kick out for the three.
Yeah, that's why it's crucial for everybody to box out their guy. We had kind of a perimeter box out there, but the one guy slipped in from the top, I believe, is where he came from, and came right down the middle and got inside the guys that had boxed out down low. And then that's what they want to do, is make you pay by hitting that three-pointer then. See if they set up press here.
Marin's into Marsh, finds Stanton. Back to Burns. Down low for Perry. Perry with the reverse.
There we go.
Puts it in, three-point game.
Everybody getting sorted out here, picking up their guys.
Three-point shot. Hunter Marsh comes in and
good job,
pulls
Marsh.
Down the rebound. Good outlet to Burns. Burns across for Stanton for three.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, that was Marin. Stanton gets the rebound. Burns for three. And Patriots pull down the rebound quickly. Outlet in the transition. Left-hand finish. Rebound pulled down by Marins. Patriots get on the floor. And finish at the basket. 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
There's the difference that time. Three collapsed on Burns when he drove in. They hit the wide open outside shot. We just couldn't finish it.
Marin's able to save it. Goes to the Patriots.
It's a good try.
Floater in the paint. 5 seconds. And foul called.
Carries what he's calling. But I believe his hand was still on top of the ball, even though it was a missed dribble.
All right, 1.8 on the official clock.
Well, there's Max. Made it to the bench now.
Long three. And that's the end of the first quarter, 21-14.
They've got 21-12. But I thought we scored. I don't think they counted Connor's reverse make there. Because it was 14-12, and then he finally scored that one. So I think they.
I may have double pointed it. Let me see if I can pull it back on the stream and see.
So I thought it was 14-12 when we did our subbing.
Well, hold on. I don't even see it. Let's see. Is my stream not working? Oh, there it is.
They deleted it anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm streaming on my
Wi-Fi or a hotspot.
I'm streaming on my channel by mistake.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, they're resetting the points at each quarter, so. Schumacher in the game. Over to Smith. Max Long fights for the rebound, knocked out of play. Will stay Cougars ball.
That was a good battle by Max.
Let's see if we can get this clock to reset.
Schumacher good for 3 in the corner that time. And timeout again by the Patriots.
7:26 on the clock. Yeah, I thought I was streaming on the New Heights channel. Sorry about that. I guess I'm logged in under my account on this laptop.
Gotcha. For all your how-to videos.
Yeah. All right, back to the action. Corner 3 attempt, no drive into the basket. And he puts it in for the easy 2. Over to Miller on the right wing. Kicks to the corner for Schumacher, baseline drive. And Schumacher scores it.
It's like he got swiped across the head on that, but a good finish by Ben on the swipe across the head.
Flash into the paint, tough shot, comes up short. Smith gets the rebound, up to Stanton. Stanton has middle, all the way to the basket, and he puts it in for 2 more.
Nice take.
Number 4 all the way in. Acrobatic attempt, falls short. Long out to Smith. And foul called from behind.
Yeah, they were trying to repeat coast to coast after we went coast to coast.
Patriots taking some subs. Stanton into Schumacher. Over to Schumacher. Cougars setting some action up. Flash to the elbow. Smith gets the dribble down. Floater. Long in there for the challenge. Long rebound falls to the Patriots, and he throws it off of Schumacher's foot to get the possession. Patriots have some acrobatic finishes the last 3 times down the court.
Yeah, they're trying to get in there to the lane and get some shots, but they're just not finishing well once they get in there.
Extra pass down low, comes up short again. Miller outlet to Smith, pushing in transition for Schumacher. Schumacher looking for the cutter, swings it across to Miller for 3. Long rebound knocks away to the Patriots. Able to get the roll.
Went ahead, took it up strong and finished that time for them. Doing a little bit of pressure in there.
Ball stolen away by the Patriots.
Almost stolen back, but come out.
Good cut to the basket, too strong. Cougars get away with one there. Stanton pulls down the rebound. Stanton able to draw the foul. Into the back court for Schumacher. Over to Smith on the corner. Inside to Schumacher, back to Smith for the long two. Short to Miller. And Cannon Miller puts it back in.
Nice hands by Miller, catching it down around his waist and going back up with it. Both teams now switch to zone and working the zones.
Schumacher deflects the ball away. It will stay Patriots. Long three. Offensive rebound. And he answers again on the offensive rebound three-pointer. Schumacher to Miller. Back up top, swung across. One more to Smith. Cutter to Stanton. Stanton in the short corner. And he nails it.
Yeah, our guys on the wings got to make sure to look inside. They got that Max was standing wide open when we passed it around this first time. And we just looked like we were ready to pass it
Ball
back the other
deflected
direction.
to Miller. Oh, tried to go over the top. Number 4, Reddit, makes the steal. And foul called.
We'll call it on the floor, I think is what he said.
This is the new rule this year, continuation. It's going to take some time for the refs to get used to that, but
yeah,
the rule is if they've picked up their dribble, they can step. They can take a step or pivot and then still make the action to go to the shot.
Yeah, unless they called it on the bump before he picked up his dribble would be the only thing, because sometimes it takes referees a little bit to call.
All right, subs in the game for the Cougars. Number 4, acrobatic attempt. Long rebound falls to Schumacher.
Almost got it to fall.
Schumacher pushing middle, gets it to Dennis. Down low for Brandon Schumacher. And he puts it in. Nice look.
It's a good backdoor way to be ready by Brandon.
Patriots swinging it around the perimeter. Three-pointer. That's good. 3 minutes left in this second period. Brandon Schumacher ahead to Ben in the corner. Ben Schumacher wins baseline. One more to Dennis. Caleb Dennis, a nice jump shot for 2.
Nice kick out by Ben on that. Draws the defense. Nice bounce pass right to him.
Pass all the way across to the far side. Into the paint, backdoor cut. And a nice finish by the Patriots, 3-point game. Schumacher over to Stanton. Nolan Stanton, that is. Connor Perry back up to Nolan. Over to Ben Schumacher.
Patriots didn't stay long in zone. They quickly switched back to man.
Brandon Schumacher, trap comes. Fights through, gets it to Ben. Ben tries to play it over the top, deflected away by the Patriots. Gets the finish and the foul. And the Patriots have a chance to tie. Burns coming back to the table, checking in for Ben. Patriots also making some subs. Makes the free throw, and it's a tie game at 15.
Call him with the sliding that back foot. There's been a little bit of that going on both directions, but they called that one finally.
Three-pointer's good. Burns into the front court on the right side. Tightly defended. Into the corner for Stanton. Back up top to Brandon Schumacher. Over to Burns. Burns rips baseline. And again, that's the new rule they're gonna have to get used to. That should be a shooting foul.
Yeah, he was in continuation for sure. Seems like we ran into that a little bit with last year's Jamboree. They weren't. There you go. Good.
Down low to Perry. Comes up short. Rebound by the Patriots. Stanton comes in and commits the cheap foul. Be inbound for the Patriots. Good down low entry. 6 seconds remaining. Nolan Stanton for three. And that'll do it for the first 2 quarters against Nevada. We'll move over to the Kaminsky gym and set up over there. Reset the clock, and we'll put you through our first section of new rules.
expectations I had. The team's playing a kind of
All right, we're back set up for the Joplin versus New Heights matchup. We were just talking about the East Newton game a little bit. The Cougars looked strong. They got deep into their bench, got to see what they had. 12 suited up tonight. They had 13 on the roster, but Barrett Bowen is out with an ankle injury that he's been dealing with. We're not sure where Max Long was to start the game, but he did end up getting some time.
yeah, his whole family was here before the game, and they were even asking where he was at. So
we are keeping score and resetting at each quarter, but the Cougars definitely weren't playing that up for the scoreboard. They were just working on some things. Obviously, it's nice to win, but they were definitely not subbing to win. They're subbing to get experience. All right, Cougars win the tip. Burns into the front court. Over to Schumacher on the right wing. Up top to Smith. Bounce pass into the elbow. Knocked away. Burns able to get back to it. Burns spin move into the paint. Max Long
Nice
offensive
shot by
rebound.
Max. Good battle, Max.
Looks inside. Tough pass stolen away by the Eagles. Ball for the corner three, and he nails it.
Brecken Green for three.
That's Brecken Green for the Eagles.
Fred Taylor is going to be one of their best players. That's guarding Burns for Joplin.
Schumacher on the dribble. Over to Burns. To Stanton on the wing. Cuts to Burns. Max Long, another offensive rebound, but maybe got called for the push.
Get called for the push from behind. It's a good clear out. That was a nice give and go by Stanton Burns. Burns just missed the finish on that one. Max did a good job getting down low, but just a little too powerful.
Cougars in the 2-3. Enter to the elbow. Good box out by Burns on the backside. Into transition, looking for Schumacher. Schumacher thinks about it. Resets up top to Smith. Smith with the crossover dribble, deflected away. Gets it back to Long. Long from 8 feet.
Nice job. Good pull up. Joplin defender was sitting there hoping Max would just come and train roll him, but Max did a good job stopping. They tried to swipe from behind and could not. Nice job by Max.
Who's number 3? Is that Freddie?
Yeah, that's Fred Taylor.
Long 3. Banks it in.
Frederick Taylor Jr. for three.
Stanton from the elbow. Tough shot. Rebound by the Eagles.
Ooh.
Goes right through his hands and out of bounds. And back to the Cougars. Burns pushing the pace up to Smith. Back up to Burns on the wing. Just standing at the top of the key. Double stack for Smith on the wing.
There's a foul though. On the follow. Oh, didn't call the foul.
Out of bounds.
Just called it out of bounds. Well, I guess you can just kind of
Cougars ball.
don't worry about coming down.
Long, tough pass to Burns. Out ahead for Taylor. And Burns commits the foul and one. Good acrobatic finish by Taylor.
Basket is good by Frederick Taylor Jr. He'll step to the free throw line and one. Timeout, New Heights.
All right, timeout called by the Cougars.
Yeah, Burns there should have went ahead and committed the foul early if he's going to foul.
Yeah, I don't know what that action was there. It looked like Burns was expecting a dribble handoff type of scenario from Max, and Max just bounced it right at Broderick's feet.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor at the line for the and one attempt. In and out, Long with the rebound. Into Burns and jump ball called. I don't see that. Was that thrown at his feet again? Or?
Yeah. Max not making good passes there, just kind of anticipating. He's probably been used to passing in practice, and
all right, Eagles into the front court. Setting up an action, Stanton there tightly defending. Swung over to the left side. Burns picks him up. Trap comes in the corner. Into the short corner, down low entry. Tough turnaround jumper. And the finish.
Basket by David Bennett.
Smith in transition, quickly out. Back to Burns. Burns goes baseline and gets bumped off and draws the foul. Be an inbound underneath for the Cougars.
Eagle foul on number 3, Frederick Taylor Jr. Checking in for Joplin, number 1, T.J. Willis.
Into the corner for Schumacher. Drives into the elbow, swings it across the long. Back up top for a wide open Schumacher.
Got it.
And he hits the three. Down low, and an easy bucket from the dunker spot by the Eagles.
Basket by Tucker Martin.
Smith baseline pull-up jumper from 8 feet. Long rebound on the backside to the Eagles. Pass down low off of Broderick's foot, and out of bounds will stay Eagles ball. Into the paint, turnaround jumper, good box out by the Cougars. Long to Stanton, one more to Schumacher. Schumacher pulls it back, gives it to Stanton for the corner three.
Three is good.
Into the elbow, into the corner. The Eagles try to answer. Burns got tucked inside.
Good job by Schumacher with the
Away
hands.
by Schumacher. Up ahead for Burns. Whoa, nice job keeping it in.
Nice job.
Out to Stanton for three.
Bucket.
And he hits it.
And we're right back to 12-11 here.
Three straight three-pointers by the Cougars. Long three, and he got it.
TJ Willis for three.
3 minutes left here in this first period of the Joplin New Heights match. Taylor tightly defended on Burns. They got the count started. Burns able to get space. Taylor picks his pocket and in for the jam. Stanton with the ball across the timeline. Long comes on the ball screen. Stanton gets doubled, fights through it, and draws the foul. And inbound on the sideline for the Cougars upcoming.
Eagle foul number 31, Tucker Martin. Checking in for the Eagles, number 20, Dayton Schluter. And number 25, Travian Simmons.
4 subs in the game for the Cougars. Schumacher stays on. Brandon Schumacher subs in along with Cannon Miller, Hunter Marsh, and Nolan Stanton. Stanton into Marsh. Marsh pivots, kicks it back to Schumacher. One more to Stanton, into the corner for Brandon Schumacher for three, and he got it. Dangerous pass, Miller deflects to Stanton, out ahead to Ben Schumacher, to the basket and the finish. Ball on the left wing, back up top, one more to the near side. Taylor with a long three. A long rebound goes to the Eagles. Everyone crashed in, nobody boxing out their man. And another good finish by the Eagles for the and one.
Basket is good by Frederick Taylor Jr. He'll be at the line and one.
Makes the free throw. Stanton up ahead to Ben Schumacher.
Yep.
And Schumacher gets called for the travel.
Taking in for the Eagles, number 10, Jack Lewis. And number 24, Malachi Teckham.
Jack Lewis, a former Cougar back in the elementary days.
Big crossover dribble into the paint, floater. Offensive rebound by the Eagles. Foul call on the Cougars.
At the free throw line for the Eagles, shooting two, Malachi Teckham.
First free throw comes up short. 1:08 to play here in the first period. Eagles leading 20-16. Second free throw is good. Eagles pick up in full court. Into Miller. Over to Nolan Stanton. Stanton across the timeline. Being tightly defended. Gets it back to Cannon Miller at the top. Schumacher flashes high on the right side. To the elbow. Back to Brandon. Kicks it to Nolan Stanton. Stanton back to Brandon Schumacher at the top. Ben resets. Over to Cannon Miller. Miller goes baseline, kicks it back to Ben. Ben across for Nolan Stanton. Stanton at the elbow, gets double, gets it back to Ben. Ben baseline, swings it back out to Nolan Stanton for three, and he got it.
Yeah, I thought the one that he just passed up before that looked like a more wide open three, and he hit that one.
Good ball movement by the Cougars to get an open look. And the Eagles have the last possession, 5 seconds remaining. Offensive foul called on the Eagles. 1 second left. We'll give a chance for the Cougars. Whoops, not 1 minute. 1 second. Give the Cougars a chance for a heave from some distance. Let's see what Miller does here. Gets it in to Nolan Stanton. At the buzzer is short. And that'll do it for the first period.
Yeah, tough shot there. But at least they did have an opportunity at the end to take a shot at the basket.
Yeah, good look from that second string from the Cougars coming in and hanging tough.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take an audio break here as we reset the score. We'll show you the new rule updates as we go through. All right, back to the action. Cougars have the arrow to start the second quarter. Burns dribbles across, spins, and draws the foul.
Eagle foul on number 31, Tucker Martin.
Burns to the elbow, rises up. Connor Perry flies in for the rebound.
Tipped out by Joplin.
We'll say Cougars ball. Perry into the corner for Burns. Burns rises up, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Fouled by old teammate Jack Lewis. Broderick's played since.
Number 10, Jack Lewis.
Does he have a twin brother?
No, that's the other ones. I think that's the younger ones.
Oh. Lewis has twin brothers, but he's not a twin.
No,
Okay.
Correct.
Burns strong on the second, and the Eagles pull down the rebound. Baseline drive, foul called on the floor. Again, it's going to be tough for these refs to break this continuous motion rule change.
Good hustle.
Good save by Dennis up to Smith. Marins across to Burns. Burns with the right. Ball deflected away. In the transition for the Eagles. Burns gets away with a
little body contact.
Marins ahead to Perry, and the Cougars getting a little sloppy.
Yeah, it was a good hustle by Burns to go coast to coast all the way back on D, but decided not to go for the block, but still used the hands to get into the body. Little things, just need to finish his layups there on the first part.
Trap in the corner, swung back to the top. Got away with the step, good jump ball,
Ooh.
I think is the call.
Nope, they're going to call a hold underneath. Yeah, I think he got away with the travel when he lost the ball, and then it looked like we had the ball held, but he called it holding on his arm.
I mean, it definitely probably was. Foul called on Marions as the Joplin player, number 24, leaped in the air. Marions kind of undercut him.
Yeah, I was trying to knock down the kind of lob pass this time and got there just a little late.
Deep three from the Eagles, and he gets it.
Climb infield for 3.
Over to Perry on the wing. Tough pass stolen away by the Eagles. Coast to coast for the layup for the Eagles, 5-0 the score. Joplin steps on the end line and will stay Cougars ball. Marions into Burns up top. Burns rips through, looks for an option, poked away by the Eagles, and will stay Cougars ball.
I recognize at least a couple of these officials in this gym that we have sometimes.
Marions back to Burns. Over to Marions on the left wing. Smith cuts through. Marions gets the dribble down behind the back. And stolen away by the Eagles.
Cougars called for the reach there, or push, depending on how you want to call it.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 25, Travion Simmons.
Nice block by Dennis. Eagles get the rebound back. Smith gets the block. Eagles again with the ball. And foul called this time on the Cougars. Lewis will go to the line for 2 free throws.
At the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Eagles, Jack Lewis.
I don't know if they're running a different action when Broderick's at point, but it's like he's dribbling so much at the top.
Yeah. Of course, it looks like he's trying to kind of direct some of these guys to get to run the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to look to see. It almost looked like they were running an ISO for him. All right, 6-0. Cougars looking to inbound. Eagles in a full court press. Burns spins out of the double into the front court. Tough shot draws the foul. And Burns to the line.
No, they're going to still calling that.
Well, it's the reason they changed the rules because the high school refs were not calling anything shooting fouls.
Yeah.
And they've adjusted the rule. Of course, it hasn't changed. Nice finish by Connor Perry. And that's a shooting foul. He'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, he was clearly it had picked up the ball when he got shoved.
Yeah.
Number 25, Travion Simmons.
Perry makes the free throw, 6-3 to score. Trap on the sideline, foul called on the Cougars. 5th foul, so 2 bonus free throws.
At the free throw line, shooting 2. Kai Benfield.
Benfield good on the first. And the second, 8-3. Burns quickly in.
Looks like a little bit of impeding there on that defense. Still not calling.
Burns, tough shot. Dennis backside rebound, goes to the ground. Perry tries to finish, he goes to the ground. Dennis gets a hand in there, gets called for the foul. I missed the clock stoppage on the last free throw, so 4:42 is the correct time. Back to the line for 2 bonus free throws.
Shooting 2 for the Eagles, Malachi Peckham.
Too strong in the second. Burns flies in, able to secure the rebound. Tough pass stolen by Lewis. Eagles another offensive rebound in transition. Can't get it to fall, and Smith pulls it down for the Cougars. Burns slowing it down. Has the count going. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Perry. Hand off to Marins, flashes it to Dennis from the long 2. Rebound to the Eagles. Reverse layup is good.
Basket by Trevion Simmons.
Ball screen by Perry. Burns with his left, spins through, and
called offensive.
Foul called. Was it on Roderick?
No, it was called on the screen, I believe.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 23, Jackson McKinney. Number 34, Brendan James. And number 5, Landon Carter.
All right, 5 subs in for the Cougars. Both Stantons, Ben Schumacher, Cannon Miller, and Max Long. Kick to the corner. Stanton closes out. Into the corner again, 3-point shot. Adam Stanton pulls down the rebound, turns wide to push in transition. Up to Miller. Miller baseline. Turnaround jumper, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
That one they called continuation.
Yeah, that was the first one. That was the first one that they seemed to call the continuation.
Even though it was your dreaded spin.
Yeah. Miller short on the first. Makes the second, 10-4 the score. Entered to the free throw line, kick to the corner. Into the low post, back up top. Kicked out for the left wing. Drive into the paint, off the glass. Max Long, good fight for the rebound.
Uh-oh.
Outlet to Schumacher and timeout called by the Cougars.
Yeah.
Timeout New Heights. Full timeout.
I'm surprised they haven't allowed the
After the timeout, Schumacher over to Miller. Up to Stanton for three. Rims out. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Got a good look off the start. Schumacher reaches in and gets the steal.
A nice job, Ben dropping down, playing defense.
Schumacher pushes to the basket, and nice finish, floater with left.
Good transition basket for us.
Entered in, deflected by Stanton, ball's loose.
That's interesting.
Jump ball, I believe, is the call.
Yeah, stay at Joplin.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 22, Joplin Lawrence.
Eagles inbound with a floater up top. Cannon Miller reads it and gets the steal. Blocked from behind by the Eagles, and will be Cougars ball underneath. Stanton into long. Back to Nolan Stanton, Adam Stanton on the backdoor cut. And a left-hand finish for the Cougars. Another pass stolen away by the Cougars. Nolan Stanton up to Cannon Miller. Miller with his left, and it's a tie game. We kind of got a mismatch here of the group that's in.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep trying to force feed that entry pass into the middle, though.
Runner, too strong. Offensive rebound by the Eagles. Kick back to the top. Swung across to the right side, baseline drive. Stanton's able to deny. Back up to the top. Three-pointer is long. Cannon Miller comes in and gets the rebound. Cougars with a chance to take the lead. Over to Stanton.
20 seconds left.
Nolan Stanton flashes to the elbow. Adam Stanton resets at the top. Just to Nolan at the elbow. Into the paint. Looks across to the short corner for Max Long. Max Long bodies it in. Good position on the power dribble. And scores the bucket. We'll go to the line for the and one.
Eagle foul number 22.
Fought off the contact, powered through, and finished the bucket nicely off the glass.
Too strong on the free throw.
Ooh, they got timeout called before the turnover.
Did they even have possession when they called the timeout?
Yeah, looked like the ball was in the air there, but apparently maybe the official wasn't
Joplin, full timeout.
official wasn't paying attention maybe, so went ahead and granted it. I don't know.
All right, so this is the second period of the Joplin New Heights matchup. After this, we'll head back over to the, what is that called?
Gym 2.
Gym 2. Probably their JV gym, which is a very nice gym in its own right.
Yeah, it's very nice.
We'll head back over there for the final matchup of the night versus Nevada. Like we said on the East Newton game, we're not really playing to win, but it's always nice when you see a victory on the scoreboard, and executing is really what you're looking for. Is finding key moments where you can say you made a run or you made a comeback. That's always nice to see. Cougars have as much depth this year as what recent memory anyway that I can think of, with a nice strong freshman class, and stolen away by Miller at the buzzer, puts it off the backboard, and that will do it for the Joplin session. All right, we'll head back over to the gym and let you read some of these rules as we head over there. Okay, back in the Gym 2. 8 minutes on the clock, Nevada versus New Heights. The Nevada Tigers win the first possession. Cougars with a little bit different lineup to start this game. The two Schumachers up top, Marins and Perry on the wings, and Caleb Dennis down low. Ball entered into low post double team. Triple comes, and dangerous pass across. Cougars well defended. Caused the turnover. Cougars ball.
42 looks like he's got some height to him for Nevada.
Yeah, they call him Stilts. Schumacher gets the pass stolen to the wing. Down low, too strong. Marins pulls down the rebound. Marins to Perry from the elbow. Connor Perry nails it. Three-point shot is long. Rebound falls to Ben Schumacher.
A little
Foul
bit of
from
a
behind.
body check there.
Schumacher's inbound in the front quarter.
Now, to me, this doesn't look like they're starting 5 for Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada's. I can see Nevada's shooter is on the bench at the moment. Brandon Schumacher rips baseline. Finds the bounce pass out to Marins for 3. Off the front of the rim, fight for the rebound, pulled down by the Tigers. Quick outlet, Ben Schumacher's there on the read and knocks it away.
That's why he plays soccer. Instead of intercepting it, he just knocked it away.
Yeah, well, it's 4th down. All right, Tigers inbounding in the corner. Into the low post, over the top of Stilts, and out of bounds back to the Cougars. Ben Schumacher dribbling it up, setting up a play. Brandon on the right wing, rips through, and hand check called on the Tigers. Nice aggressive rip through by Brandon to draw that contact. Perry back up top to Ben Schumacher. To the elbow for the jump shot. Off the front of the rim. Long
Nice.
rebound goes to the Tigers into transition.
Nice look by Ben.
Foul call on Ben Schumacher on the shot. Tigers will go to the line for 2. Off to the left on the first. Second one is no good either. Foul called on Stilts and Cougars ball.
He is about a foot taller than the kid he went over, but
Ben Schumacher. Bounce pass into Dennis. Dennis finds Brandon Schumacher on the cut. Acrobatic shot is off the mark. And Tigers step on the end line. Cougars will maintain possession. Quickly into Marins. Up to Ben Schumacher. And another foul called on the Tigers. That's the 4th foul of the quarter. Just 2 minutes in.
going with the hand check there, the more aggressive impedance calls.
All right, so the Cougars are in the bonus the rest of the quarter. Cougars setting it up. Brandon Schumacher on the wing. Pass over to Ben. Ben has baseline. Back up top to Brandon. One more to Marins for the open three, and he got it.
Good ball movement to go ahead and kick that extra kick as soon as they received it.
Trap in the corner. Back to the top for the Tigers. Inside, Schumacher's there to steal it. Ben Schumacher gets tripped, and he'll go to the line for free throws. Bonus.
Yep.
Bonus.
They got it. Part of the crew had it. Shot by Ben.
Schumacher sinks them both, and it's a 7-0 lead for the Cougars early here in the first half. Cougars come on the trap. The Schumacher brothers, and Ben gets called for the hand check, or maybe a hold is what they called there. Skip across inside to the low block. Dennis defending. Marins tightly defending on number 1 for the Tigers. Swung to the left side. Entered to the free throw line. Down low, deflected away by Dennis. Marins with a nice save attempt. Stilts gets the shot, and Perry pulls down the rebound. Outlet to Marins. Marins pushing down the left side. Into the corner. Marins spin move. Stays with it, back up top to Perry.
Travel.
Perry
had trouble getting a hold of it and then stumbled.
That's one of the toughest plays for the ref to keep a whistle off of when they bobble the ball, but you can't travel if you don't have control of the ball.
Yeah. But you'll see them call that about 99% of the time.
3-point shot is missed, but Stilts there on the follow. Draws the foul and one.
It's like a whole new group of Cougars coming in here.
Adam Stanton, Jaden Smith, Broderick Burns, Cannon Miller, and Hunter Marsh checking in the game for the Cougars. Tries for the bank. It's closed this late at night.
Are you sure he went for the bank?
Burns, Smith to Miller for 3. Stanton comes in to poke it away. Outlet by the Tigers. Into the paint. Tries to go through Marsh and does for the 2 points. Burns to Stanton from 16.
Oh,
rims out.
Man. Nice wide open look.
Tigers pushing in transition into the low block. Entered inside. Turnaround jumper in the paint is short, and Burns collects it. Up ahead to Smith. Jaden Smith, acrobatic finish.
Good look up by Burns. Good catch and finish by Jaden Smith.
Tigers setting up an action. Pass to the high extended elbow on the left. Entered into the right elbow. Shot looked like it was deflected by Miller.
Yeah, he definitely got a piece of it.
Burns finds
nice
Smith
look.
again down low. And Jaden Smith with the bunny hop to finish. Good explosive jump.
Good slash to the bucket by Smith, and Burns attacking when he got 2 on him, dumped it off.
3-point shot by the Tigers. Good box out position by the Cougars. Burns gets the rebound. Out into transition. Smith back to Burns. Floater. Burns able to get to it from the short corner off the front of the rim, and the Tigers are pushing. All the way to the basket.
Oh.
Stanton commits the foul. And the and one. That's, I think, the 4th and one of the night that the Cougars have given up. There's no fouls in practice on the Cougars. They're not used to getting
the
charged for those.
card.
And one attempt is no good. Marsh, nice box out. And it's the Cougars ball.
Jaden and Burns got a little bit excitable there with their trying to give and go on that last play.
Yeah, that would have been a good shot. That would have been a good make by Broderick, but that was a really tough shot. Kicked out to Miller at the top. Picks it up at the short corner, up to Stanton for 3.
Oh, just in and out again.
Marsh and Stilts having a good battle there for rebounds. Tigers come away with that one. Ball switched across,
There
Stanton
it
read
is.
it all the way. Adam Stanton out in transition.
Oh, wipeout. I don't know what happened.
He got sniped. He's okay.
Better check the crowd. Make sure there wasn't a gun.
1:30 left here in the first period.
I think the bench is having a laugh at Adam's expense.
Burns into the front court, over to Stanton. Double team to Burns at the elbow, down low for Marsh. Marsh steps through, tries to go for the reverse underneath layup.
Stays here.
And hits the bottom of the rim, knocked away by the Tigers.
That's a great job of recognizing where the pressure's coming from, filling in the spot, and then attacking it, trying to score, just didn't finish.
Miller, dangerous pass inside to Smith.
Tough shot.
Fight for the rebound, falls to the Tigers.
Stilts is playing down low baseline here.
Cannon Miller fighting for that position on the block, on the elbow. Back up top, see this Tigers offensive set they have.
Oh, good hustle.
It seems silly now, but when they have that 3-point shooter in, it's really effective.
Yeah.
Miller to Smith in the corner. He wants the 3. It's long. And the Tigers pulled on the rebound. 30 seconds remaining.
He was just trying to kiss it off the glass, make that tough baseline glass shot.
To the free throw line. Back up top. Into the paint. Stanton, good closeout on the backside. Knocks that ball away. Just 4 seconds remaining. Burns to Smith.
Nice job.
Finish.
And count it.
He'll get the free throw with no time on the clock.
That's one thing you see a lot of times is there's 5 seconds left. You can go all the way from one end. Burns went all the way down, didn't rush it, kicked it off, made the layup with 0.6 seconds and the foul. Oh, must have affected Jaden a little bit on the hard foul.
All right, that's the first period. We'll probably see the Nevada starters here in the second period.
Hopefully we get to see them. Hopefully they don't disrespect us that much where they don't play them.
We'll show you the next new play series or new rule series as we reset the clock here. All right, we're ready to go here in the second period. Marins over to Brandon Schumacher. Bounce pass in, stolen away by the Tigers. Outlet into transition, and a 2-point basket. Ben Schumacher up to Nolan Stanton. Into the corner for Brandon Schumacher. He has baseline. High off the glass and in.
It's a nice drive baseline. We got a transition bucket right back on them.
Tigers into the near corner. Marin's defending. Trap comes. Able to dribble out of it to the top. Kicks it to the right side, into the short corner. Looks for the cutter. Marin's on the backside defense, gets called for the foul, and the Tigers will go to the line for 2 free throws.
YouTube?
It's on my, I accidentally streamed it on my own YouTube page instead of the school page, but it's at Shumi5 Media. Makes the second free throw. And it's a 3-2 game. Nolan Stanton over to Brandon Schumacher. Up to Ben. Ben wants the 3. Off the front of the rim. Nolan Stanton comes in and gets the rebound. Back to Brandon. Up top to Marins for 3. And clear out rebound will stay Cougars ball.
Yeah, got a little too aggressive with his reboxing out.
I know they're calling it on.
Oh, us.
Okay, they're saying it was a pull down.
Gotcha.
Tigers over to the left side. That number 0 is their 3-point shooter. Haven't seen him attempt one yet here early in the period. Marin's tightly defending, back up top. Tigers to the free throw line, kicked back one more, and a third. 3-pointer is good.
Good ball movement by Nevada on that possession. Kept kicking.
Schumacher to Stanton. Nolan Stanton drives baseline, pulls it back up top to Ben. Ben into the paint to Max Long in the short corner. Long rebound goes to the Tigers. Ben Schumacher there to strip it away. Long back to Ben. Feels it for Marins to Stanton to Long. And the Cougars put it away. 6-4 the score.
A couple of them were open on that one. Looked like hot potato. Sometimes that ends badly when we don't want to take a shot.
This is their shooter, and he nails it.
Lefty, quick release.
Ben Schumacher up ahead. Over to Brandon. To Nolan Stanton. Stanton into the paint. Kicks it to Long in the short corner. Up top to Marins. Marins with a floater. Gets his own rebound out to Brandon Schumacher for 3. And he got it. That's that offensive rebound kick out for 3 that we like to see.
Yeah, just that little extra effort on crashing, getting his own rebound.
Into the corner. Picks up his dribble back up top. Switch across the court. Tries to go through the double and gets bailed out with the foul call.
Yeah, that was kind of a weak call there.
Entered into the left wing, into the corner, down to the block, cutting through. Max Long from behind deflects it away. Tigers in possession. Long three from the wing. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Fight for the rebound, knocked out on the Tigers. And the Cougars have possession. Subs coming in the game. All 5 checking in. Stanton, Smith, Miller, Dennis, and Perry. Seen several different combinations. I'd be interested to know if Coach had these combinations pre-planned or if he's just kind of felt out the game for the combinations.
Yeah. Be curious.
Stanton dribbling the ball into the front court. Smith comes high. Stanton floats it into the corner. Perry is able to save it to Dennis. Smith on the cut. Dennis looking for an option. Ball deflected away and hit off Dennis's leg.
Yeah, the cutter was there. He just hesitated.
I think we've seen 4 different starters from the Cougars make that pass off a reset where we're doing the double screen down low coming up where they go to make the pass and nobody's open and they end up turning it over. 3-point basket by the Tigers, and it's 12-7.
Yeah, can't leave him wide open. He was wide open in the corner there.
Stanton all the way in. Soft off the glass. And a nice finish, 12-9. Trap in the corner. Able to spin out of it, switch across to the far side. Tigers moving the ball in the perimeter. Again, splits the double. This time, they don't give him the bailout foul. Miller gets the steal. Cougars setting up at the top. Miller with the dribble. Spins, gets it back to Perry. Perry, long 2, nails it. Stanton subbing in for, Stanton Jr. subbing in for Stanton Sr. Stanton freshman subbing in for Stanton Sr. I guess I have to say that.
Yeah.
And let's see, Jaden Smith subbed out. Cam Marin's back in the game. Trap comes at the top. Perry doesn't get there on the outlet pass. Tigers switching around the perimeter. Dangerous pass inside. And the Tigers have looked really good when they've swung that around the extra pass.
Yeah.
When they've penetrated from that top position.
Yeah, it hasn't gone as well for them.
Cam Marins goes for the behind the back. That's the alley-oop attempt off the backboard. Stolen back by the Tigers. And he finishes with the left. Timeout by the Tigers. Yeah, Marin's doing that behind the back. He's just the extra physical play by the high school is it kind of blocks you off of that recovery dribble.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a chance there, and then we had them trying to do their alley-oop play, and we got the rebound, but then it was just more physicality taken away from our freshmen.
Yeah. Was there a technical foul called?
I don't think so. I thought it was timeout.
I thought he was pointing there like there was a free throws, but yeah, it's just a inbound for the Cougars. 1:25 to play here in the second period of the New Heights Nevada match. Miller walking into the front court. Over to Marins on the right wing, into the corner for Noah Stanton. Stanton across to Dennis, off the glass and in.
I'm sure their coach told them no threes, so they're willing to give up a 2 and still have a 1-point lead now with a minute to go. It looks like they're going to just try stalling it out.
Yeah, Cougars are going to have to get out of their zone. Good opportunity for the Cougars to work on their last-minute defense. I wouldn't think they'd be content to just let it run out. You'd think you'd want some experience playing this.
Closely guarded there, and he didn't ever start counting.
Oh, he is saying no fouls, so. All right, and that finishes it for the Jamboree. Good experience for the Cougars. Got all 12 players with significant minutes. Looks like we can legitimately play 12 deep.
Yeah,
So we got a couple different rotations we can use. Should be a good season.
it'll depend on how we just match up with them, which footwork we want in there, basically.
Yeah.
So we've got some real speed and transition, and then we're going to have some slower play.
All right, we'll be back on the correct YouTube channel on Monday at Miller. Tune in then. JV starts at 6, followed by the varsity at 7:30.